Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Well, one thing is certain. Anyone who looks at Draymond Green's scoring is missing his impact. Last season, Green had the most 15-plus assist games in NBA history by a non-guard. And he averaged more assists and more rebounds than he did points. And his defense, of course, remains all NBA. Guys?
What a unique player. And defense is his calling card for sure. David, thank you. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Golden State. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And, of course, there's Los Angeles, just a few spots below there.
And when you look at the Clippers, they've had some success in the early part of this season. It looks like we can expect more of the same form they showed last season.
No question. They know how to win, and they're proving that again here early on. They may not be built to be a dominant team, but they're not that far off.
Now Golden State's starting five. Curry and Poole have the guard spots. In at the small and power forward, it's Wiggins and Green. And it's Looney in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for the Clippers, the post pairing, Batum and Zubac. Reggie Jackson out there at Bledsoe. And it's George in at the three. Here's Curry. And already, Greg, we're seeing some of the new wrinkles that players have added to their game.
No doubt. The work doesn't end when the season does. And if you're trying to improve your skills or if you're trying to pack on good weight, that kind of stuff needs to get done during the offseason.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Wiggins surveying the floor. Poole on the wing. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Well, really nice delivery from Andrew Wiggins. We know he's a gifted scorer, but that will really smooth out his game.
Passes it to George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Bledsoe. Green with the block. Here's Wiggins, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And you see it right there. Wiggins excels at drawing contact, getting to the free throw line, his specialty.
And what a year for Andrew Wiggins and his offense. The outside shot took some huge leaps forward.
I think as importantly, his efficiency went through the roof. This guy seemed more comfortable playing as a second option. Less pressure allowed him to thrive.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Here's Bledsoe.
Boy, that's gritty work being done at the defensive end by Steph Curry. Stays with his man, not letting him get off a clean look.
And Poole gets it to go.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
A dribble move gets a little separation, and that's all Wiggins needs. That's pretty.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Of course, we've seen a Jordan Poole growing as a player, but consistency needs to come to his game.
That's exactly right, because Poole has shown flashes of being a solid basketball player. He can handle it, he can shoot it. It's really about smoothing out his game.
Good on the second free throw. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Jackson kicks to Bledsoe. To stop the run. Here's Zubac. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
Curry passes to Poole. Here's Green. Shoots over Batum. And again, it's the Warriors missing. It's Bledsoe on the wing. George passes to Zubac. At the elbow, Batum. Poole with the steal. And here's the break. On its way from Curry for two. No good on the fast break pull-up. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Clippers. It's a 5-point game. Zubac the pass to George. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. And Doris, we know that Paul George has always been a solid passer, but his assist numbers have been trending up.
Yeah, he's been willing of late to take on more playmaking responsibilities. The skill set was there. It's just early in his career, they needed him to be the lead scorer. Now you're talking about a guy you've got to game plan against as a scorer and as a passer.
Right side Jackson. Outside for George. Platoon passes to Zubac. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Poole finds Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Jackson passes to Zubac. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Zubac has got his second bucket. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Detroit Pistons. Here's Curry. The teardrop falls in.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Batum, good.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. The pass to Curry with the floater, and the layup is up and in. Curry's got 7.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And the basket by Jackson.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
They get it again. Looney. Good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
For the Clippers, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Zubac. Mann comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Luke Kennard in for Jackson. Different look here for the Warriors. Bjelica, he checks in for Kevon Looney. Iguodala comes in for Green. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Wiggins. Moody's subbed in for Jordan Poole. Now, here's Moody, following the miss by Eric Bledsoe. Up top, Porter. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Clock at 2, tries from 10. Here's Iguodala. Tries yet again. Pass to Moody. Kicks to Curry. Top of the key. Curry with another miss.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
How about the Kentucky team Eric Bledsoe was a part of? 8 future NBA players, including All-Stars John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins. An incredible group.
And he can't get the first one. And he ends up missing both free throws.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Hits the target from 18 feet. And it's 9 points for Stephen Curry.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
No good from Bledsoe.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Iguodala gets the bucket.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's George after the made shot from Andre Iguodala. Pass to Hartenstein. Over Bjelica. Hartenstein can't get it to go.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Curry against Bledsoe. Trying to get open is Iguodala. On the wing, George. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Kuminga's come in for the Warriors. Now here's Curry. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Moody the pass to Porter. From 13, and with the rebound. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Now here's Curry. He's got 9. Bjelica, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Warriors lead by 16.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And Greg, just from the eye test, Kuminga's built like a guy who's in his late 20s.
And physically, he's got some LeBron James to him. Great natural strength, fast, explosive off the floor. When he puts his head down and goes to the bucket, he can be unstoppable.
And the Clippers making a change here. Winslow's checked in. Warriors leading by 16. It's Bjelica, and the dunk by Bjelica.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior. There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
51 seconds left in the first quarter. Drills the three-pointer. Curry's got 12 points in the game.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Down low, got a piece of it. Porter with the steal. The numbers in their favor. It's Bjelica, and that one off the back of the rim and in. He has 6.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Man gets the bucket.
Well, that's about tremendous vision. And remember, Paul George has the kind of size that allows him to survey the floor beautifully.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. From 13, the shot by Curry, no good.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Kennard, the pass to Hartenstein. Up in time, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Warriors lead by 19. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And this Warriors team has an interesting mix of championship vets with hungry young players. Andrew Wiggins spoke about that great dynamic.
The best on our team love to teach. The good players are always telling us why we did it, why you should do this, why you should do that. So it's been a lot of learning and also been very exciting for the young players.
Agreed. No doubt Wiggins has been soaking up that wisdom. Greg stepping up his game in the process.
Yeah, a big culture shift coming from Minnesota, and he's blossomed under the tutelage of these Hall of Famers.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Hartenstein is out there with Winslow, and it's Man in at the 3. That's who's out there for the Clippers. On its way from Curry for 2, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Curry's got 14.
And this is what defines being in the zone. Stephen Curry is working offensively right now.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Jackson. Back to Winslow. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Curry. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Curry's got 4 this quarter.
It matters not where he is on the floor. The quick release from Stephen Curry makes him such a difficult guard.
A nice shot by Winslow.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Greg, you're a former player, and now the father of a young NBA star. What's it like to see the next generation of NBA talent move into the league?
Oh, it's an incredible feeling because we all feel like we're a part of this NBA family. And to see the stars we have today, the character they have, the way they approach the game, man, this is the best time ever to be an NBA fan.
Oh, really smooth. Andrew Wiggins with the terrific mid-range game.
Jackson passes to Winslow. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
And they've taken advantage of the turnovers they've caused, getting a lot of their offense straight off their defense.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Poole, and that one is good from Zubac.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Warriors leading by 21. Pass to Looney. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Curry. Off the left rim and out. Clippers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And stolen by Wiggins. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
His first personal foul.
And something we've seen the last few years, boxing ones thrown at Curry, although they've had mixed success.
That's good from Stephen Curry. And amazing to even consider using a boxing one in the NBA, isn't it, Greg? But Curry does that with his offense to the teams that defend him.
Kevin, I agree, and it didn't work well in the 2019 finals. Curry has started to adjust to that look. Much harder to use when Curry has other options on offense.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Klay Thompson has lost 2 prime years to a torn ACL and then a ruptured Achilles. He says so many athletes have been through this. It's just a new set of challenges. With my style of play, I feel I can be effective till my late 30s. I plan on being the all-NBA player I was and won't settle for anything less. Guys, that will be a great comfort to his team.
Indeed, and who's going to doubt him? I love his attitude. Undaunted. David, thank you.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Wiggins against Kennard. The pass to Zubac to the inside. Winslow's shot is off.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
Well, a case where he dominates in close, but Wiggins so versatile on offense.
Jackson dishes to Winslow. Jackson passes to Batum. Back to Jackson. Outside for Batum. 5 on the clock. There's Winslow. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Green.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
That's his first personal foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
And that one falls for Looney. For the Clippers, Paul George comes in for Winslow. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Luke Kennard. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Zubac. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Now, here's Poole. 9 points in the game so far. Wiggins against Jackson. And it's Wiggins missing. Clippers trail by 21. Poked away. Poole with the steal. On the wing, Iguodala. Back to Poole. Over George. And Poole gets it to go. Poole's got 11 points.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Outside for George. Zubac trying to break loose. The shot by George, no good. Here's Wiggins. And the rejection by Jackson.
And Wiggins thrived as a secondary option. Seems that is the role he's best fit for. His efficiency soared.
The first one falls. And with Wiggins, he didn't face the same pressure, Greg. It was a huge weight off his shoulders.
And that mental aspect impacts players. Wiggins was asked to do less, and as a result, ended up doing more.
Mans checked in for the Clippers. And Golden State also making a change. Kuminga's come in for Green. Looney kicks to Poole. The second effort. And the layup is good. 13 points in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
There's the feed to Bledsoe. Great D that time from Iguodala.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Wiggins.
What a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
Here's Man. They can't stop the run with that one. Golden State's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Shots good by Iguodala.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And again, no good by the Clippers. And here is Poole. 13 points in the game. Feeds to Kuminga. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Batum. Not going to go that time. The Warriors go the other way with it. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
It's stolen by Kuminga. For 3. Iguodala, no good. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. Warriors with the rebound. Kuminga's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. George against Iguodala. And then Iguodala with the dunk.
Wow, Iguodala, an incredible dunk. Woo, did he leave the ground quickly.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And here they come. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the shot goes in. And that's 12 points for Andrew Wiggins.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
That's his first personal foul.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
One of the things that's been said before, but is so accurate, Paul George's ability to improve himself is really quite remarkable. This guy is always looking for ways to add to an already stellar game.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Steve. Some great engagement defensively. What's happening that's good at that end of the floor?
I think they're just playing hard, rotating, playing for each other, and I think they've done a better job of avoiding fouls and just playing through.
Steve, thanks for your time. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He ended up with 19 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what you think?
Well, they killed it on the glass, and they did it with high-level fundamentals, blocking out, maintaining position, and going up strong to the basket. If they board like that in this...
Well, we've got a second half. Pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Inside for them, it's Green and Looney. Curry and Poole have the guard spots. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward. Jackson kicks to Batum. Pass to Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. There's Jackson with the 3. Changes up. And the layup good by Batum. Batum's got the first field goal of the second half for the Clippers.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
He was all alone on that one.
The effortless way Stephen Curry shoots three-point shots is a sight to behold.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Bledsoe with it. Now defended by Wiggins.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
Poole kicks to Wiggins. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Jackson. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Bledsoe finds George. Now here's Zubac. And too long on the shot. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Looney with the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
George passes to Batum. Outside Jackson. Bledsoe for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Jackson drives in. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Outside Green. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And it's sent back by George. To the paint. Here's Zubac, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Winslow's checked in for the Clippers. Luke Kennard comes in for Eric Bledsoe. Then for the Warriors, Bjelica comes in for Kevon Looney. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Jordan Poole.
When I think of Ivica Zubac, I think about solid big man who is still young and developing. It's really a matter of him gaining confidence at this point.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
Goal for Zubac is to be a starter in the league.
You know, this guy has started games in the past. He's also played well off the bench. And listen, he's not going to be a guy who shoots with range, but given everything else you need from a center, he can deliver.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. George with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That'll be his second foul of the game. Hartenstein's checked in for the Clippers. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Kennard for 3. Rebound by Bjelica. Bjelica's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Wiggins drives in.
Well, no one rotates over. Andrew Wiggins makes them look silly at the rim.
Here's Jackson. He gets it in there. Jackson's got 8.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Bjelica passes to Porter. Now Curry. Pass to Green. Four on the clock. Wants to get it to Bjelica and does. And the baseline jumper, no good. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. George passes to Jackson. Into the lane. Passes it to Winslow. George against Porter. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile One block.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Mann's checked in for George. And then for Golden State, Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Draymond Green. Moody's subbed in for Wiggins. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Curry's got 11 points here in just the second half.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Here's Hartenstein. Hangs in the air, and Winslow puts it in. He's got 8.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Here's Curry. He has 30. Lets it go from 14. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days, but they're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Now Curry. He's got 32. Moody the pass to Curry. And here is Moody. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Kuminga's come in for the Warriors.
Jonathan Kuminga.
And the Warriors with possession here. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's Mann. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Now, something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes with their defense and then turn those turnovers into points.
We've heard the calls for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this offseason came a lot of opportunity.
And, Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront. And I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive.
And that one is good from Hartenstein.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Jackson against Curry. They double-team Curry. Here's Kuminga. His three-pointer's off the mark. Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Winslow. Now the pass to Mann. Back to Winslow. Inside. Hartenstein makes it off the glass. Hartenstein's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Curry with it. Here's Moody. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Kennard. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Luke Kennard entered the league with a long history of success, both in the high school and collegiate levels. And this is a guy who I think still has a high ceiling.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Bledsoe's checked in. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Poole comes in for Curry. Poole, the pass to Kuminga. Back to Poole. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. He gets that one. Poole's got 15 points. And for the Clippers, they're shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Kennard's shot is off. Golden State's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Porter finds Poole. Here's Kuminga. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now, here's Poole. Guarded by Bledsoe. Now, here's Porter. Shoots over Winslow. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Warriors on top, delivering the blowout. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Defense has been fantastic. Great defense. Offense, simple passes will get it done, right? You guys look great, though. Keep the pressure on.
Paying his guys respect they deserve. Likes what he sees. I like that message.
And, Kevin, it's so important to praise your guys when they're playing well. Coach understands how critical it is to recognize good effort.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Johnson, and it's Coffey in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And the second chance becomes a dunk we could feel over here.
Yeah, GA's such a good, aggressive play in the paint. Johnson, the pass to Coffey. Stolen away. Payton, right side. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from, that's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, it is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
Here's Coffee. That's good, and Johnson with the assist.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Here's Payton. That one's not going to go. Some solid defense from Johnson. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. The three ball connects from three-point range.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
And so Payton will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Pass to Moody. To the middle. Here's Kuminga. Off with the layup. Clippers have gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Here's Scrub. Here's Hartenstein, and the layup's good off the glass.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Here's Payton. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
Shot clock at 3. It's blocked.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Swiped it away. Now, here's Moody. He's guarded closely. Pass to Looney. Payton outside. Here's Kuminga. Payton outside. Tipped away. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Payton. Warriors shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. And Kuminga throws it down.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Hartenstein passes to Scrub. Johnson outside. From beyond the arc. The Warriors pull it in. Looney's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. To the paint. Here's Kuminga. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
And that one drops for him.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
Los Angeles has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Passes it to Coffee. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Coffee's got 4 points in the quarter. Coffee's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Payton passes to Looney. Now here's Kuminga. And the pass to Payton. The 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Payton's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
That shot, no good. Good D by Johnson.
Boy, a forgettable night for him, but thankfully his teammates have played well overall.
And that one is good from Hartenstein.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
Pass to Looney. And Doris, I know you dealt with a tough injury in your time as a player, but a lot of these careers being saved now by the advances in medicine.
Kevin, think about it. Torn ACLs historically, going back 20 years, drastically changed what we believed was the ceiling for players. Now a torn ACL may only prohibit a player from playing for 8 to 12 months. That's drastically different. You're seeing stars like LeBron take care of their bodies, invest in what they know is the moneymaker for them. Listen, this medical progress, this improvement in nutrition and caring for your body has changed the equation on the length of careers.
The shot by Looney, no good. The Clippers have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Coffey. The three-pointer off the mark. The Warriors shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. And that one drops.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Down low, here's Hartenstein. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Hartenstein's got 10 points in just the second half. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Passes to Toscano. Just 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. Can't capitalize inside. For Los Angeles, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Stephen Curry.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And it's Payton. That time on the assist by Kuminga.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
I feel great, I think the whole team played great. We shared the ball, we grabbed rebounds, we made big possessions, so I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin.